We are trying to type our number on the screen. There, you have already? I haven't seen it, that's why I'm saying. Okay, so it's at the bottom. And then, of course, you will also see our number in our profile, African Magic Temple on TikTok. It's in the profile. You can see our number. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And then we have Nathaniel Ikel. Is it Kel or Ikel? Kel. Nathaniel Kel said, how can we
feed our essay
or chi? Okay, Nathaniel Kel, how can we feed our se or chi? Okay, in every traditional spirituality, before you can feed your essay had to be set up for you, and then you can feed it. That is physical, practical way. But if your essay is not set up for you, you can just pray and call the name of your essay and continue praying and pouring libation for it. But in reality, essay doesn't drink alcohol. That's what we were told. It's only the day that you are feeding essay where you give it animals and foods and all that. That is the only day you give alcohol to your essay. Then this thing is gone. The screen. That's the only day you give alcohol to your essay. No. Yeah. So before essay can be set up for you, according to the Ewe cosmology and Ewe traditional spirituality, your negative essay had to be kind of aligned with the positive one before the positive one can be set up for you. If it is not done so, your essay cannot be set up for you. But I don't know how it is done in other cultures, like in the Igbo culture, or also in the Yoruba culture, where the essay is the same like the Ori, or Chi is the same like the Ori. I don't know how it is done in the Yoruba culture. But in every culture, when you are initiated into Afa, it is also another way of your essay or your chi or your ori, because it is then that you know the blueprint of your ori or your essay or your chi. So if these things are already done for you, then I believe that the teachers who did this for you will probably give you the guidance on how to feed the essay. However, if it is not done for you, or you have not done your Afa initiation or Ifa initiation, and you have not done your Chi initiation or Essay initiation, then the first and the foremost thing is to look for a way to get these things done for you, so that you can have a proper way, a proper direction of how to feed your Chi and your Essay or Ori. Thank you very much, Nathaniel Kell. But if you have any further question, you can go on and ask me. And then we have our sister Monku, whom I spoke about earlier, that she has sent me some money for us to buy a new air conditioner. And I am just hoping and waiting to add some more money to what she sent me, so that I can buy a new air conditioner. But earlier I was saying this one is a Caterpillar, so even when the light is going on and off, it is still strong, because it's an old machine. It doesn't spoil that easily. But Monku is here. Hello, Monku. Say good evening, Papa. Hope you don't feel warm. Warm greetings and a big hug. Just wanted to greet you. Thank you very much, big sister Monku. I'm grateful for everything. How is your health now? I hope you are improving. I hope things are getting better. And how is your business? I hope everything is coming back slowly. My regards to you and to your family and to your loved ones and to all your workers. I'm very grateful for everything. Thank you very much. And then we have Ebra77 say, please, sir, is there any WhatsApp number for me to talk to you backstage? Yes, exactly. The number that we are putting here is a WhatsApp number. Our number is there already. They say my technical team say it's already put there. It's in the bottom. It's coming up, and it's a WhatsApp number, and you can easily communicate with me. Thank you very much. And then we have Noble Achu. Say, good evening, Daddy. Can you please educate me on the importance of Voodoo? Okay. The Voodoo Konu is done for Voodoo in Ewe. The word Voodoo is an Ewe word for twins. Voodoo, the two people who are friends or family. Voodoo. This same word Voodoo in Ewe is what is called in Yoruba Ibeji. Twins in English. The twins in our Ewe culture are believed to be special beings or spiritually embedded human beings who came into the world. So when twins are born, the Ewes do certain ceremonies by giving creating a pot we call venovize for the twins. But because of Christianity today, a lot of people who give birth to twins do not actually do these things because Christianity told us that everything that is in our culture is evil. So we have to follow European culture, and then that is not evil. But our African culture is evil. So today, most Christians who have twins do not really care about the rituals that are done for twins. I have had twins, 3 sets of twins in my life. And if you see me, I'm wearing the Venovi Jonu or the beads for twins. Anyone who can see it, this is the one in every culture. When you wear this, it shows a sign of your relationship with twins. So I was lucky to have had 3 sets of twins, but at the same time, I was unlucky that all the 3 sets are not alive. But in my readings, the twins always come up in my reading that I need to set up them, at least to create something to show that I am related to them, even though they are not alive. So I went to a person who had also had twins, who knew how to do the rituals, and he did the ritual for me, my wife, and my other children who came after the twins. And so if you see Senna, my son, he is a doe. So he also wear the twins because he came immediately after the last twins. And then Pele, who follows Senna, is Doche, means the one that comes after a do. We call Doche. If it's a woman, we say Dohui. So if you want to do a Venovikon, you must go to a person who knows how to do these Venovi rituals for you. I personally, I do not know how to do it. Somebody did it for me. Maybe in the future, when I get someone who will teach me how to do it, then I will be able to help people who are twins or people who may give birth to twins, and I can also be able to set up things for them. But because mine was done for me and my wife and my children. And we have the Amejojo, or the carving of the last twins that passed on. And they are with Senna. He takes care of them. And my wife makes their clothing and everything. So, Noble Achu, yeah, your name Achu already told that you are a twin. So, if your parents are alive, you should ask them whether they have done the rituals for you people. If they are not alive, ask some elders in your community for them to help you set up your Venovi pot for you. It is believed in every culture that when that pot is set up for you, before things will go on well for you. Thank you very much, Nobel Achu. I'm grateful for that very beautiful question. And then we have Nubian BFN Ben. Say salute. Thank you very much. Salute to you too. And then Ebra77 say, hello, Daddy. Please, good evening. Good evening again. And then Nubian Fair Ben is a peace and love, everybody. Salute. Salute to you too, Nubian. We are very grateful that you joined today's section. And then, please, is there any number I can contact you directly? Yes, that's the number they are giving to you. So please, when you get the number, call it. They will tell you, my secretary, who is my daughter, will link you with me. So please, you are in the same place. You just try to contact the number either on WhatsApp or by messaging, whatever, or call the number. They will attend to you and you will get to me. And the wisdom was said, my first time, okay, my first time on your live section, and I am enjoying it. Thank you very much, Wisdom Ehwas. I don't know how to pronounce your other name, so Ewas, okay, Wisdom Ewas, okay, thank you. I didn't want to massacre your name, so yeah, thank you. And then I have Agbevivi, our technical manager, is putting our number, the African Magic Temple, +233 262 367578. So please, all of you, or any one of you who wants to contact African Magic Temple or contact me, please, this is the number here. You can contact and we will attend to you. Not that Malam Zaki who came and put in his number there, that we don't know him, and that he just go and scam you and take your money. Because if he has the quality of a priest or quality of a real spiritualist, he will not come on other people's program and try to put his number just to confuse and scam people. People like that, make sure you avoid them. Let's move up. And then we have Ebra77 at Ebra77 again. He said, Walasi Akotia. He said, Daddy, please, do we have to avoid our family gods if we are born again? Okay, Walasi, this your question is very interesting question. When you are born again, means you become a Christian. If you become a Christian, let's take for instance, if anything happens to you, where will you go? Will you go to your family or you will go to your church? If your answer is you go to your church, then you can choose to forget about your family ancestry or family heritage. But if you think that if anything serious happens to you, even though you are born again, you will still contact your elders from your family, then you cannot forget your ancestral heritage. That is my answer to you. Thank you very much for that beautiful question. And then we have Commonwealth money, common wealth. Okay. Is it common money, come wealth? Common money, come wealth. Hey, big name. Oh. I am new. Can witches be killed? I don't know. I am not a witch, and I don't know whether I can kill a witch because you don't even know who a witch is. How can you kill it or kill them? Do you know who a witch is? Can you identify who is a witch? If you cannot identify who is a witch, and even if you identify who is a witch, can you prove that that person is a witch? And if you cannot prove that that person is a witch, how can you kill a witch? Thank you for your question. And then we have Miss Carl. Miss Carl said, please, where are you located? We are in Accra on the Spinters Road in Ghana. Thank you very much. And then Wind and Sun God Aqua say, good evening, Papa. Please, is it necessary to pray on touch? Let me see. Remove the or touch your afar every day. Yes, if you can touch your afar every day, there's nothing wrong with it. If you can, I pray to my afar every day. But unfortunately, I don't touch my afar every day. But from time to time, I will touch my afar by oiling it. But I pray to my afar almost every day. Unless, of course, I am in a place where I don't have the freedom to pray. But then I still pray. But I'll pray in my mind. Maybe I'll not pour libation, but I'll pray in my mind. It is necessary to pray to your afar every day. And if you want to touch your afar every day, you can. Once you know you bath, supposing you make love to a partner, make sure you take your bath. And if you have herbal herbs that you can use in cleansing yourself, make sure you cleanse yourself. Approach your afar, then you can touch your afar and pray to your afar. But if you know that you are not very clean, then don't touch your afar. Because afar, the ehunku, is what represents the deity of Afa or Ifa. And you must treat it as a sacred object. Thank you. And then we have a user here. It says, please, your number. Our number is already posted there, so please look into it. You will find it. It's the same user asking about our number. Let's move up. We have a more question. I want to answer this one and go somewhere and then finish the rest and we go. Then we have Big Joe here. How are you doing today, Papa? I am very good, Big Joe. And how are you too? How are your loved ones? I hope everybody is fine. The user 2586576305801 kept asking about the number, but the number is there now, so you can pick it up. And then he earlier said good evening, and good evening to you. Thank you for coming on my program, the program of knowledge and wisdom. And then we have Transformation Center. I said, please, how can one fortify his soul? I'm not very sure if I can give you one single answer. For a person to fortify their spirit, their inner spirit, which some people call the soul, the Hindus call it Atma, and the Eves call it Esse, the Akans call it Kra, and then the Yorubas, some Yoruba dialects call it Karada, and all this thing. And then the Igbos call it Chi. How can you fortify it? By doing spiritual things. That's all. But then when we say spiritual things, mind you, spiritual things are different from religious things. Religion is totally a man-made thing. Spirituality is natural. And it's only few people who know what spirituality is. Most people mistook religion to be spiritual. It is not. And then we have come 777. Again, he is a intro any voodoo they want. See, into any voodoo they want. I don't. Okay. There's a top. Okay. There's a top question first. I was under the impression that the voodoo those chose the people. I didn't know anyone can get initiated into the voodoos they want. Voodoos don't choose people. It is you who will make an attempt to work with them, and you'll be initiated into them. There is this notion of a lot of people that I was called. Just as in Christianity, when people want to deceive others, when they have no job to do, they say, I had been called by God. Which God called you? And where were you before they called you? Where were you when God called you? Have you ever seen God before He's calling you? It's when people who don't have jobs and they want to cheat people, they say, hey, it is a call. Who called you? At where? Voodoos are there. They are universal energies. Some of them are nature spirits. All of them are nature spirits, and they have different categories. However, if you have a voodoo already in your ancestral line, like an ancestral heritage, and there is no one in charge of that voodoo anymore, because probably the person who had been in charge has passed on into the ancestral world. In such cases, that voodoo can decide to choose a person among the families that may come and be in charge or become its voice. That's a different thing. But without you having anything from your family, and then there's a voodoo who choose you, why would voodoo choose you to do what for them? I have been hearing people say, oh, I have so many spirits, they are choosing me, they are coming. And when I listen to them, I just see that they are liars. And I don't try to continue to talk with them, and I don't argue with them, because I know what they are saying. They don't know what they are saying. But then they keep deceiving themselves that, oh, the spirits are coming in different forms. Coming from where? What were you doing before they are coming to you? You have to make an attempt to get initiated into a voodoo, but then before the initiation, they will ask whether the voodoo is ready to work with you or is not ready to work with you. And if the voodoo agrees that he or she is ready to work with you, then you are fine. So you have to make an attempt. That's why we call something initiation. Everybody who is working with voodoo, or maybe 99% of people who work with voodoo, are people who have been introduced to the voodoo. Even if the voodoo is already inside their destiny, and even if they came into this world with that voodoo, the voodoo may be showing its signs. That particular voodoo may be showing its signs in many ways. And then when a consultation is done, then that voodoo shows its head that I want to work with this person. Then, of course, they have to initiate you into the voodoo before it can really work with you. Voodoo cannot work with you if you have not been introduced to the voodoo, even if you have come into the world with it. You will only see flashes of it in your life until you have a proper introduction into that voodoo. You cannot really work with it. You may somehow be praying to it so that it should support you until you get a teacher who will teach you how to work with it. That is what I know. And then we have Godwin. No, those are people who are following us. And then we have a chair. Patrick is a bonsoir, mom, papa. Hello, Patrick. How are you? Akpe. Thank you for joining. Then is it? But do you know which is a Patrick?
I know Uncle Patrick. No, it's a different Patrick.
Eche. Eche Patrick.
I know him.
I mean the one in BNI.
Yeah, he used to even do classes for Christian and folk of like
Okay, yes. Okay, so and then we have RSA 008. Yes, it's been a while. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to you, RSA. Thank you, thank you. It's been a while. How are you doing, and how is life with you? Hope everything is going on well. And then we have common money, come wealth, and not common money, come wealth again. Then we have Eddie. So God bless you, Daddy. And bless us all, Eddie. Thank you very much for that. May God bless you, and may all the ancestors be with you. And then we have Rosham 8. Melissa, how are you? Hello. It's been a while. How are you doing? Hope you are fine. Thank you very much. And then we have Nathaniel Kelly said, ancestors be with you and give you long life to teach us. This is our identity. Yes, Nathaniel, it is. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for that. And may the ancestors be with all of us. And then Razi said, good evening, Daddy. Good evening, Razi. How are you? Thank you all very much for coming on today's program. I'm grateful. Then Nathaniel Kelly said, I can feel your humble and pure energy. I'm new to knowing my say and how to feed it. Yes, of course. If you contact me, I will give you more ideas about how to feed yourself if it has already been made for you. But if it is not made for you already, then no, there's water here. There's water. The taste is not good. It's okay. Ask somebody to bring water for me. I am here to teach you how to feed yourself because I have my essay and I have made essay for almost all my children, and they are all dealing with their essay, and also for my students, and people are dealing with their essay. Some have done their negative essay and they are yet to do the positive one, but they have given them the procedure of how to be praying into their essay so that their essay will open the doors for them to be able to get money to set up their essay. Right. What make that thing? Something make boom under my table. Yeah. So I taught my children how to feed their say and take care. So you can contact me off the stage, and I can guide you if you already have your say. But if you don't, I will also guide you and tell you what things to do to get your essay set up for you. Thank you very much, Nathaniel Kell. I'm grateful for that. And then Nathaniel Kerr said, it has been my dream to build a school that teaches a fast system right from KG to university. It will happen one day. I think recently they are going to open an AFA university in Togo. Yes, I saw something like that. There's an AFA university that is about to be opened in Togo. It's a fire university or something. Yes, when I went to Germany, the people I work for are people I work with, the professors that I am working with at Uberzi Museum and in Uberzi Museum in Bremen, and also the religious University of Netherlands in Utrecht. They have sent some information on my in my email that there's an AFA university going to be open. I think Professor Koku Azamade, the professor at the Department of Archaeology and History at the University of Lomé, had said something like that. I'm not very sure, but I think I saw something like that. There's going to be a university of AFA, or teaching AFA. We pray that it will happen one day. As Africa goes back to its roots and start to throw away Western colonization from our minds, eventually we will get there. Because now the colonization is mental. We have kind of broken the chains. We are kind of no more directly colonized and no more directly ruled by the white people or Europeans or the Arabs. But the chain is still very strong in our minds. And it's very, very difficult for the black man to break that mental slavery. And that's what is happening. And then as Africa goes back to its roots, as we are getting leaders who are beginning to look for the truth and also to look for how to care for their citizens, which of course the Europeans and the Westerners will not be happy with such people as at now. But only time will tell. We will eventually overcome the mental slavery and we will break free. That's why whatever we are teaching here, whatever African Magic Temple is doing here today, is laying the background and the groundwork for the future warriors who will stand up for Africa and stand up for Africans' identity in the world. I'm not talking about the political identity, but for us to know who we are and accept ourselves as who we are and realize that our ancestors were not stupid after all, that they were too lenient and they were too kind to allow foreigners to come and conquer them. When that time comes, of course, we will have universities everywhere teaching about African traditional knowledge. Thank you very much, Nathaniel Kell. And then we have Pinky. Pinky say, do you, I want my job. I want my old job. Okay, what is your old job? I'm not your employer. Then Pinky went on and said, do you kill? Kill what? When you say do you kill, what do you mean? You mean whether we kill chicken or we kill goat? Yes, we kill chickens and we kill goat. But if you are talking about killing human beings, we have not yet killed any human being yet. If we will kill human being in the future, we don't know. But for now, we have never ever killed any human being. But chicken and goat and other animals we have killed. Thank you. Let's move on. And then we have Miss Kai say, please, how much will it cost me to check my destiny? We have our number, call our number. When you do a spiritual consultation at African Magic Temple, locally, if you are in Ghana, our charges are 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 bottles of a beef eater dry gin, the 1 liter size. That is when you are in Ghana locally. But if you are outside Ghana and you want us to do a consultation for you, our consultation charges are $165 US. $165 US. Thank you very much, Miss Carl. Let's move up. And then the user who is here and say, Papa, please, do you have a class where you teach all this so that I can come and learn? Yes and no. When you become a student of African Magic Temple, you will be initiated. It comes at a cost. And when you take initiation, automatically you have become a student of African Magic Temple and you have the right to ask questions anytime and learn from us. Thank you very much. And then Meg say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Meg. How are you? Thank you very much. I hope you are fine. We are fine here. Thank you for joining the section. And then we have a C1 Freeman. Good evening, sir. I'm just joining your life. What spiritual work you do precisely? Okay, C1 or CI Freeman. C1 Freeman. We are a Voodoo shrine, and we are also Afa Bokors. We do all kind of spiritual works for people across the globe. There is no specific spiritual work that I can say that we do. We do all kinds of spiritual work for people. When people consult us on their problems, and we consult the spirits, and whatever the spirits tell us to do for the person to change their situation, we follow the direction of the spirit. We are diviners. We are diviners, and in a very old, crude language, we are fortune tellers. We tell you about what is happening in your life, past, present, and future. So these are the works we do at African Magic Temple, and we also teach about our African traditional spirituality. Thank you very much. And then C.I. Freeman said, live? Yes, we are live. And then Meg said, good evening, Dad. I see the good on you, sir. Oh, what good is on me here. Thank you very much. We are just telling it as it is. We here, we don't mix words. Whatever we know is what we teach. We don't teach what we don't know, and we don't talk about things that we don't have experience with. We are not here to tell about stories and tell you to believe. Our system is not based on belief and faith. It's based on practicality and experience. That's what we do at our shrine. Let's move far. And then Meg said, Amen. And then Meg is saying, your number. Our number is there. They are typing it again. African Magic Temple will keep typing it. But however, our number is already in our profile on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. You will find us. And I think even on Clubhouse, you will probably find our number. So we are not a hidden shrine. We are everywhere in the world. People are in touch with us across the globe. So you can always get us. When you go onto social media and you type in African Magic Temple, all our informations will come out. When you go on TikTok and type African Magic Temple, all our informations will come out. When you go on YouTube and you type African Magic Temple, all our informations will come out. And when you go on to Instagram and you type in ReVodution, Voodoo, education, all our informations will come out. Thank you very much, Meg, for that question. And then, good evening, sir. Can you please teach us the difference between the Freemason and Voodoo? And there's a man, the name is AW or R. Yeah. I have never been a member of a Freemason, and I can never tell you the difference between the Freemasonry and Voodoo because I've never been a member of Freemasonry. So please, if you meet someone who has been part of Freemason and also part of Voodoo, they probably can tell you, but I have never been a Freemason. Of course, I have friends, I have students who are Freemasons, but I personally have never been a Freemason, so I don't know what they do. And in reality, I don't go asking people, what do you do at your temples or your meetings? It's not my place. If I am interested in Freemason, then I personally would have to join and then know. But as at the moment you are asking me, I have never joined Freemasonry, and I'm not of any knowledge of Freemasonry, so I cannot answer that question. I speak about Voodoo here, and it is Voodoo that I know. Thank you very much. And then Meg is saying, please, I think it's the number. The number is already sent there, Meg. But if you are listening, I can call it +233 262 367578. That is the number. And then we have Oshnik, or Oreshnik, I don't know. And how can I benefit from your service? I don't know how you benefit from my service. I'm not selling any service here. If you have a challenge and you want to ask me to do something for you, I'll tell you how I'll go about it. But I'm not selling services here whereby you can ask me how you can benefit from my service. I don't know how you benefit from my service. It's you who has problem. If you have problem, bring your problem. If I can solve it for you, I'll tell you. If I cannot solve it, I'll tell you I cannot solve it. So please, I don't know how you can benefit from my service. I'm not selling my services here. I'm sorry. And then we have Orange is a children custody case too. Anything that has to do with problem. And then C1 Freeman say, okay, sir, thanks so much. You are very much welcome. And then we have Vivi put in African Magic Temple number there once again. Thank you very much, Vivi. And then we have Nathaniel Kerr, great one. I'm currently in Dubai, and I would love to know the name of my essay. Okay, your essay is, okay, we'll talk off a stage. So let's move on. Then Meg said, good sir. And then Meg said, I am from Nigeria. Okay, thank you very much, Meg. I'm grateful that you joined all the way from Nigeria. Yeah, thank you. And then Nathaniel said, my essay has not been set for me yet. I want to temporarily pray to it to open doors. Okay, I will teach you the incantation of essay in Ewe. And I pray that once you continue praying to your essay, it will open doors for you. Yeah. And then C1 Freeman said, can you make someone rich? No, I would have been the first rich person. If I can make you rich, I will be the first rich man. However, you can make yourself rich if you learn the ways of life. If you learn it well, and you have a business that you can do, and that will bring customers to you, you can be rich. But I cannot make you rich, because if I can make you rich, why won't I make myself rich and all my children rich? Why should I be here talking? Please, we are not scammers. And then Oshink said, do you help with children custody cases? Yes, we help with all kinds of cases. We even help with court cases. We help with prisoner cases. We help with all kinds of cases that is under the sun that is regarded as a problem. But we have to do a spiritual consultation, and the spirit world has to give us direction on what to do for you to resolve your challenges. That's what we do here. Then Oshinik said, I have an ongoing children custody case in court. Can you be of help? If you do consultation, and if the spirit world or the oracle says what we should do for you to help you, we surely will do. And C1 Freeman said, honest answer. Oh yes, of course. If I can make you rich, I should make myself rich first. We are not scammers. We are teaching about African traditional spirituality. And African traditional spirituality does not promise that once you start practicing African traditional spirituality, you become a rich person. if you have things that you are doing that can attract customers to your business, of course, you will be rich. And even if you are not rich, you will not be poor. You will be able to go by and be able to take care of yourself and your responsibility. That's what life is. People who promise you money and richness, why they are not rich? Thank you, Mr. C. Freeman. And then Oshnik, he said, how can I start consultation? Please, our numbers are there. When you call, they will give you, you make all your enquiries and they will direct you on what is next to do. After making your enquiries, they will direct you. And then Oshnik, he said, thanks for your honesty. I do not live in Ghana. We do work for people all across the globe, as I said earlier. We work from people everywhere. We are working for people on the whole planet Earth. So you can contact us anywhere, from anywhere, when we work for you from here, and it will work anywhere. We are not spirits. We are human beings, but we work with spirits, and spirits have no limitation. They can be anywhere because they are spirits of nature. They can go anywhere at any time. So when we work according to their direction, you will surely get the results because they are the ones going to work anyway. You see, when the King David in the Bible, when he wrote that poem, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." See, a lot of people go saying this, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want," but you are hungry. You don't have money. You don't have a home to sleep. You don't have clothes to wear. The things you are looking for, you are not getting it. And then you say, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." So if you tell that the Lord is your shepherd, you don't want, how do you expect the Lord to get something for you? But in the case of David, it's because he knew who the Lord is. He was not talking about Jesus Christ. He talked about the spirit of nature. And he knew how to achieve it. And that's why he could boldly say that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But you who is here, you have not even got money to buy kinky. You are hungry. Your clothes are torn. Your chalewate has a hole inside. Bokor, the screen is gone. Your chalewate or your shoes have holes in them. Your boxer is completely torn under your trousers. And then you sit down and say, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." You think that you will get anything from God? You will not get. You pray that one until your saliva will finish from your mouth. Nothing will come to you because you are not King David. So you will want. So tell the Lord that I want. Give me. And stop praying that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You want. You know that you want. So stop deceiving yourselves. And then Nathaniel Curley said, Nathaniel Curley said, "I really appreciate you. Thank you very much, Nathaniel." And then again, Nathaniel is saying, "Once I had a dream using the power of Ewe in me to invoke Mother Water or Mami Water." Yeah, maybe there is a Ewe in your family. Who knows? Because most of us, the Ewes, especially those of us from the southern part of Ewe, we have Ewe in our families. Even though people have abandoned it and run away from it, that doesn't mean that the spirit is gone. So if you are from a line of people who were once great Ewe priests, definitely they will connect with you. And Mami Wata is part of Ewe. Voodoo is part of Ewe. Hebiaso is part of Ewe. Nana Bruku and all these things are part of Ewe. So who knows? Maybe this is the time for you to start learning about yourself and your heritage. So thank you very much for that question, Nathaniel Kell. And then Nathaniel Kell said, "Does it mean I have connection with Ewe? I have a lot to discover, great one." Yes, you do have a lot to discover. And then Meg is saying, "I really want business to favor me." Of course, if you do consultation, Meg, If you do consultation and the consultation gives you the direction and things to do, when the ebo is done, definitely the favors you want will come your way. That's how it's done. And then Nathaniel Kerr, he said, my grandma was a Yevesi, you see? So Yeve was in your blood. And then, of course, maybe this is the opportunity, this is the opportunity for you to now come back home to your real self, to your ancestral roots. And then you resonate that Yeve that is inside you, inside your DNA, and it will work for you. Yeah, if we work with our own, we would never lose anything. That's the truth about this our tradition. We have been deceived for so long, and now we don't know whether we are here or we are there. We don't know where we belong. That's the African man. The African man is the only one that doesn't have a God that he can trust. African man is the only one that doesn't have a God that they can trust, in the sense that they have taken foreign gods and they are living with these foreign gods and believing that these foreign gods are there where they are gods. People can talk about Abraham and their family. When they ask you to talk about you and your ancestors, you don't know them. But then the blood of Abraham and his children are not flowing in your body. So wake up, Africa. Wake up the black man. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Say your grandma was Yevesi, so there is a Yeve in your blood. Thank you very much. Then we have Meg saying Amen. And then we have C1 Freeman. He said, can you tell us about spiritual husband and spiritual wife? I just spoke about it last week. There are nothing called spiritual wife and spiritual husband. I don't believe in those things. It's only Christians who continue talking about spiritual wife, spiritual husband. If you are initiated into a particular spirit, then you and that spirit become partners. Whether you are wife or husband with that spirit, that is yet to be known. But you become partners and you work with that. That is what initiation is about. But without being introduced to any spirit, and then people say, oh, you have a spiritual husband, that's why things are not going. You have a spiritual wife. Where is the spiritual wife coming from? Where is the spiritual husband coming from? Don't let people deceive you. Don't let Christianity put you into shame, telling you things that don't exist. And then we have Oshnik followed the post, and SB Italian joined, Debbie joined, and Goddess Son also joined. We are at the, and there's something I saw, whether Ghani something. Up. I saw something up. No. It's not here. You moved it up. No. Move. Let it go up. Let it go up. It's at the bottom. It's somebody. No. I don't know. Go up. I saw something came in. No. Go. I think the person has deleted it. And then we have Debbie saying, hello, good evening. Good evening, Debbie. Thank you very much for joining the section. We are grateful. Yeah. And then Maggie said, I have people that I need to help, but they are not helping. I have people that need to help, but they are not helping. It depends. Maybe you have someone who you think that they have, but maybe they don't have. You can never know until you check from the spirit world whether the person, somebody may be pretending to be rich, but maybe they are not. Or somebody may be rich, but you don't know their current situation, and in your mind, maybe they are driving in a big car, we have a big house, so in your mind you think that they have. Maybe their business in trouble, but they can't come telling you that their business is in trouble. So that is why when you are asking things from people, you must also make a background check to know what is happening to such people. And how can you make such background checks? It is through spiritual consultation. But if you don't know somebody's situation, you may think that because they are driving in their car that they drive every day and they are rich and they can help me, but they are not helping me. Help yourself. Because if you keep depending on people to help you, you may never get to where you want to get to. Find a way to help yourself. And that is why we teach these things. You don't say, oh, this man has, but he doesn't want to help me. Do you know his or her pocket? or that person has it, doesn't want to help me. How do you know their pocket? You never know what they are going through. A lot of time I get requests from abroad. They say, oh, my brother is in Germany, or somebody in Ghana said, my brother has been in Germany for long. But if I ask them to send money to me, they are not sending money to me. Have you asked him what he's going through in the Germany or in America? Do you know that people are living in America, they cannot come back home because they don't have money to buy a ticket? But you are here, you are calculating that, thinking that because they live in America, they are rich, so they should send money to you. Let's not be that. Let us be realistic when we are doing things. At African Magic Temple, we don't do things that we don't know anything about. And we don't teach you to be lazy, and we don't try to encourage you to take advantage of people. We do things that are realistic and very, what do I say, physical, that you can know. You don't just assume that somebody is rich because you saw them having a car, or they have a house, or they have a business. Do you know what the business is going through? Do you know what they are going through their personal life? You cannot tell. So don't say you have people who have money, or they can help, but they don't want to help. And also, you must find out, why is it that you don't have favor from people? Maybe that's why you are not getting favor. That's why spirituality is there, to do consultation and find out. And then C1 Freeman said, I asked about your location in Ghana. I said, we live on the Sprinters Road in Accra. And also our numbers have been posted many, many times, and our number is in our profile. You can call the number and ask for direction. But we at African Magic Temple do not attend to people who just walk in without booking an appointment. You should all take note of that. If you walk into my shrine without booking an appointment, I will not attend to you. That's why we have our numbers up there. If you want to meet us and you want to deal with us and you want to have a consultation with us, you must inform us and we book an appointment for you, and then you come. That's what we do at African Magic Temple. Thank you very much. And then Meg is saying yes. And then we have SB Italian. He said, God bless you, sir. You are very much welcome, and God bless you too, SB Italian. And then Meg is saying, okay. And then say, wow. Yes, we say it as it is. We are not here to take advantage. African traditional spirituality is not to use to take advantage of the innocent and the what will they call it? The people who are weak. You don't take advantage of people because you have power. That's not the way it should be. African traditional spirituality is used progressively for the benefit of all. It is not used to take advantage of people. It is not to be used to take advantage of people. If you have a challenge, consult the spirit world what to do. The spirit world will tell you what to do to overcome that challenge. Thank you very much. And then again, our technical man, Agbevivi, has just sent you African Magic Temple numbers again. Those of you who are asking for it, please go ahead and pick the number. It's not complete. It's remaining some numbers. Some numbers are remaining in that one. It's 233. You have to have 262 again. So otherwise they will take it and say, we are calling you, are not picking it, or it's not going to, please. And then we have Nathaniel Kerr is saying, an old man told me in my dream that I came to this realm with wealth or riches. It could be, who knows? But until you start following and going back to your roots, it will be very difficult to know whether what you saw in your dream is real or it is just a dream. Not all dreams that we dream that become realistic. So take advantage, take notice of that too. Some dreams are just dreams. If you eat too much at night before going to bed, you will have nightmares. People will be chasing you. You will be running. And then when you wake up, you will say that, hey, some people want to kill me in my dream, but it was because you ate too much before going to bed. So, and such kind of dream, you can't say you saw your grandmother was chasing you, so it's your grandmother who wants to kill you. No. So when you have dreams, some dreams are real, or some dreams will materialize into physical space, but some are just dreams that you have to forget. So when you have a dream like what you are having, you must do a follow-up spiritual consultation to find out whether it is real or not. And then Meg said, Daddy, how can you help me, please? I can help you if you do consultation. I am not God. I am not a spirit. I am only a person who partner my life with spirits, and then I ask them through consultation what they can do or how they can help a person. I don't have power. Spirits have power. But what I know is that I have a connection with the spirit world, and that's what it is. I am not the spirit, and I am not God. I'm not a pastor who will tell you that, oh, God told me to tell you this. We will do a practical consultation, and everything in it is pepper. There's no doubt about it. Then Nathaniel cares, but in reality, things are really difficult for me. I can feel the riches in me. Okay, so start going back to your roots. Maybe you will find answers. And then we have Amsat Shepsu 9. It said, greetings. Is Afa and Ifa the same, just different language could communicate to spirits? Yes, Afa is in Ewe, in Igbo, and some other languages. And then in Yoruba, it is called Ifa. But the Ewe Afa that I practice, and I believe most of the Ewe Afa that the Ewes practice, has its origin in Yoruba Ifa. That's why we also use all the names of the Odus in Yoruba. We still use them, even though we are speaking Ewe. When it comes to the name of the Odus, we pronounce them in the Yoruba language, which gives me the idea and understanding that our ancestors have some dealing with the Yorubas, and they learned this from the Yorubas. So that's why we have Be Meiji. Because Meiji is not Ewe language. Meiji is not Ewe language. It's a Yoruba word, which means double in Yoruba. So if our people call all these the major Odus in Meiji, that means they have some dealing with the Yoruba people, and the origin of Ewe Afa came from Yoruba. No doubt about that. Yes, thank you very much. And then we have Meg laughing there, and I'm Sheffield. Thank you. I appreciate your answer. You're welcome. Please, let's check other platform and see if there's something there. We have a Ras Kafui target. It's a positive explanation, African Magic Temple. Thank you very much, Ras Kafui. And then let's go to, I think it's already 7 o'clock, right? And then we have yeah, okay, we have on is that ReVodution Voodoo?
Yes.
On ReVodution Voodoo, we have Deus Caritas says, thank you very much for the answers. And then Big Sister Ifa Dara say, it has been a while. I will call you later. Thank you very much, Big Sister Ifa Dara. I'm grateful. And then let's see where we are again. And then we are on African Magic Temple. Is that African Magic Temple? On Facebook, and on YouTube. And then we have
Sunshine.
we have Sunshine. Okay, let's go to Carl. Carl Ado say, hello, Papa. Is Afa also considered a voodoo? Yes, of course. Agbamelugu kwenye ebo misare. Agbamelugu kwenye ebo misa. Afa is also considered a voodoo, but it's a voodoo of divination. And then Sunshine say, apart from Afa, what other divination systems are commonly used in Ewe communities? Oh, there are so many. We have what we call the kokoko, which it goes with a small calabash with the horn of antelope, stuffed with some herbs, and a string attached to the horn. One of the strings will be tightened to the big toe of the diviner, and the other part of the string is held up, and then it will be pulled. And then when they start to say the incantation, the horn will be hitting the calabash and making koko, but then the diviner will understand what the story is, the spirit is telling, and will be translating for you. We have water divination, that people will pour water in a calabash and look into the calabash and tell you things. That's another one. There is the one we have, the afabe, they call it afabe. It's a small kind of mat woven with palm branches, very small. When they hold it like this and they talk with it, it goes like that. And if the answer is yes, sometimes it opens itself and then closes itself. And if it sometimes it goes to the left, sometimes it will move to the right, and sometimes it will stand still depending on what question is being asked to it. That's another one. There is also the book divination, where it's just an ordinary book, and they prepare it for the person, and the person will look into the book and start telling you about your life. There is also the Bible, the Holy Bible that Christians use. Most of the pastors are using that. They come to the Voodoo people and they prepare the Bible for them. And that Bible, when they put it down, when you come and you say whatever is your problem in privacy, he will not listen to you. You say it in privacy, and then when the pastor or the Voodoo priest come, when he takes the Bible and open any page, you start reading what is your problem from that page for you. That one too is there. It's a Bible preparation, and usually we call it agbale, like book, whether it's a Quran or it's a ordinary exercise book or the Bible. They can use that also for reading. We also have the cowrie shell divination, where cowrie shells are thrown, and then the way they fall, they will tell you the story in it. And then of course we have the mirror, which I have here, whereby the mirror, when you are initiated into it and you go through all the process, an antenna will be placed in your mind, physical antenna, and metal will be cut and put on your nose strips, and words will be, incantations will be said, and this metal will go into your head, become an antenna. So anytime you open the mirror and you want to look, it becomes an antenna and scan the whole world or whatever is happening, and you will begin to tell the story to the person. So there are so many different divinations processes in Ewe Vodu. So I cannot tell all, but there are many, and I have had few of them. I have trained in few of them, and that's why I am here. It is only that Afa is what I don't know very much. That's why for the past 5-6 years, I've been concentrating on Afa so that I can also know it very well. But of course, my children, because they didn't have the rest of this thing that I have, I let them concentrate on Afa, and my children are very good, much better than myself in Afa divination. That's why I am continuing using Afa, so that I can also learn. But then I'm doing this for my children to be able to have a divination system that they can hold on to even in my absence. Because the kind of initiation that I went through, the teachers are no more alive, and I don't know whether I will be able to initiate them into such systems. Maybe I will, maybe I won't be able. But for the Afa, we have teachers, and I want them to learn from these teachers, and I want them to be better Afa Bokors in the future. And then, of course, if their intuition develop, their psychic eye develop, then they can go into doing what do you call it, doing mirror and other divination, sunshine. Thank you very much for that question. And Amina Kasim said, thank you, Baba, for your answers. I appreciate you very much. Same here, Amina. Thank you very much for the questions. I am happy that you were on the program and you asked questions. And then we have 9 trade winds. Greetings. Is Afa and Ifa the same, just different language. Yes, they are. And then Sunshine said, wow, I can't wait to come back to Ghana and learn from you. I'm here for you, Sunshine. I'm always here for you. Thank you very much for the question. And thank you all very much for today. I think we don't have any question on the other platforms. Okay, what do we have here? Let me see if I can see. Real triple Mark said wow, and then real triple Mark triple Mark BK. Let's say then let's put in stample there, and then now Rama say you are a gentle and very humble man, a true gentleman. Oh, thank you very much for those compliments. I'm grateful. And thank you all for being out here. And the real triple back against a wow. And then against a nice work and then nice one, sir. Thank you all very much for today's section. Please, if I haven't answered your question, then that means I have not seen it. And then who knows, 30 say, this is a question, Papa. Oh, what question is that? Is there any question that they put there? No, go up. Bring it down. Let me see the down. There are some. No. Let it go up. Yes. Come down. Let's see. I think spiritual man. Okay, Debbie is a spiritual man. Tells me that I have a spiritual husband. Right from childhood till now. I need help. Okay, Debbie, when we do consultation, if there is a spiritual husband or there is a spirit that is in your life that has been disturbing your life, we will find out whether it's a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife, and then we will let you know. But we can only do that through consultation. And then Yusuf Roxy and say, good day, sir. Hello, Yusuf. Thank you very much for joining today's section. And then 001 Deluxe Fabrics, he say hi. Thank you very much, Deluxe Fabrics. And then Amsa Shepsu say, I asked my question on YouTube also. You answered it so disregard. Okay, thank you. And then Debbie says, I'm actually gaining knowledge and understanding. God bless you and bless you all. Bless you very much, Debbie. And then Timing GH said hi, hello, Timing. And then Meg said, wow, thank you, Meg. And I think that's all that we have for all this today for you. We will be with you, okay? And then Timing say, I like to make it in life. Everybody do want to make it in life. Everybody want to make it in life. Who doesn't want to make it in life? But the truth about it is that how do you make it in life? That's the question that everybody needs to ask themselves. Everybody wants to make it in life. Nobody wants to be a failure. So if you want to go through the spiritual way to find what you should do in life to make it, then consult spiritual and they will find answers for you. And when you follow their direction, you will make it in life. It's not a one-day journey, but you will definitely make it in life. And I think, why is the thing shaking? Yes, wait. And then somebody said, can you check for me, please? Oh, Meg, we do consultation. We don't do consultation on our live program. Here we are here teaching people about our tradition. If you want to do consultation, you will have to book an appointment and we will do consultation for you. No matter wherever you are in the world, we can do consultation for you and get you the right answers. And then the timing G is I like to make it in life. We all want to make it in life. Then who knows? It's a 50. Say I have a question. Oh, please go ahead with your question. And Debbie say thank you, sir. Thank you too, Debbie, for your questions. And then Gaston Azugo say ho. And then who knows? 50 said my question is that how did God's work I don't know. I'm not a god. I'm not a spirit. I don't know how they work. Then Sako Sprite say, you are a good teacher. Thank you very much, Sako Sprite. I'm very grateful. And then Princess Matt is say following the host, and Meg say amen, and then Meg say okay. And who knows say, Papa, please, your number. We have already posted our number several times. They go back into the same thing, and you will find it. And then Debbie say at who knows 50 plus, check his profile. Thank you very much, Debbie. And then Meg said, I didn't get the number. It is there in our profile, and it is just under your question. And then Joseph Onyamwa Beta. Oyamwa Beta. Is it?
Yes, Papa.
Oyamwa Beta says, so Papa, are we going to make money in life? Is it any way for me to make money? How will I know? I cannot know. I don't know you, and I don't know what work you do. How can I tell whether you are going to make money in life? I am not God. I am not spirit, and I don't know you. If you are going to make money in life, you have to start doing some work. And if you start doing some work, then you find a way that the work you are doing is it going to help you to make it in life. But me sitting down here and telling you that, oh, you are going to be rich very soon, I will be deceiving you. I'm not a pastor. It's only pastors who deceive people that you should claim it. God is sending something to you, you should claim it. You say, which God is sending something to you? Are you the only person in the world? Let's be realistic here. And then Meg say yes, and then Debbie is laughing. And then Pape the Bad Jam said, okay. And then Meg is also laughing. Yeah, you are not the only one in the world. So who told you that God is sending something to you as if you are so special to God? Nathaniel Curl is laughing. Find out about yourself. That's why it is said in the Eastern philosophy that man know thyself. If you know yourself, then you know everything. Try to know yourself. So people telling you that you should claim it. The people who have claimed all the cars and claim all the houses, how many of them get houses? Unless somebody steal from some government office and come and give 10% to government, then they say they made it. Government is going to cash all of them. Then Debbie is a very true side. Yes, and Debbie said pastors are always deceiving us. Because if pastor say you claim it, you didn't work for the thing and you are claiming from who? How can you claim what you don't work for? It is only a fool who will continue claiming every day and yet still getting nothing and still believe that when they say it is coming towards you, and say, I claim it in Jesus' name. You think that they are claiming things in Jesus' name, and the people in Lebanon and the Middle East are trying to protect themselves. Why they are not claiming everything in Jesus' name? Then we have a Rose of Rose. He said, "Good evening, sir. Good evening. Please, I'm going to. It's now 7:38. We are almost running into 8 o'clock. We started this around 3:30, 2:30, going to 3:30, and we are now going to almost 6 hours. It's long. Please let me land here for today. I'll be here again next Sunday. So please, all the time, please try to share this thing and try to like our page on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, so that anytime we are on anywhere in the world, you'll be able to follow us and you have a chance to ask your questions. Yeah. And then Meg said, thank you, Daddy. I'll call, please. Thank you very much, Meg. Are they making their job? Or they forgot? Okay, if they are not making it, no problem. Over Hatupa, Sena, this is the 2 bottles of drink they brought for Takashi's revival. Takashi is now out of the hospital and he is recuperating and reviving. So, Sena, Pele, Chieko, they are all coming to say thank you to your mother because they said they have made a pledge to you that if Takashi can walk and be a normal person again, they will say thank you with one good chicken, guinea fowl, and things. They've given them to me and I brought it to you. Now, when are you looking? BC? Voodoo? Jet or any? Voodoo, hey? Senna, you people, you have sent money for the goat and listen, but you are supposed to put some normal money. Normal money. You have to add some
physical cash
to it because when you make a pledge, it is not only the items because the Voodoo will eat the item, and with the human beings, we need money to run the show. So people think about it and send us something. I don't know whatever pledge to make. I know you said it's good and all this, but you should have made some amount of money, just like how we do it every time for everyone. Everything I have. That they are Sena, Pele, and Chico have brought to your shrine. They are saying thank you for Takashi's every year, let Bokor also present his things so that they can know that. So that he should feed his ancestral home spirit called Nana Afram. And but the Afram spirit is trying very far away, but they said they should use the Vosa to use. So these are the 2 drinks that the Bokor brought for you. Now we need to. Okay, anyway, we need to make more. will for John and you.
No, the group, the normal African group. But the practice.
What you're not you, and I put out a unicorn, the chin, everyone on the video that I have in it. I don't live there, I don't live there. What you're not you there, and you come. I love you. What you're not, what they talking about?
I don't know what she was like, but what I saw was like,
I thought you were going to go now, then, no, Takashi back with that. I said a very question back with that for Takashi's head. No, you see, driver coming back to.
Tobacco. Match. Oh, you are. You like drugs?
I said, the way I'm like drugs. Everywhere.
It is your waist.
Why are you out with you?
The day I go office, I know where it is. I enter the building, so headache will greet me. I wait everywhere I go, I wait.
For the way, it's very important. Enjoy me. I'm going to go.
The color condemned of Navy.
Because we are going to go. Come on, Father. I don't know what his name is.
Oh, yes, Loco is it? I'll be over.
I know she. When I come in,
Not a question. Exactly. I took first.
put out.
Okay. Okay.
I go put him.
Okay.
I think that's not tricky.
See your face.
It's another property.
Malay.
Over local. What you got? Me too, hold me. Bokor, educative, what I say in Mama, then I connect you with Takashi, Jibo, Ofo, are they making that job? Oh, they forgot. Okay, if they are not making it, it's no problem. Over Hatupa event. Sena Prepede, Chico Dino. This is the 2 bottles of drink they brought for Takashi's revival. Takashi is now out of the hospital and he is recuperating, reviving. So, Sena, Pele, Chico, they are all coming to say thank you to your mother because they said they have made a pledge to you that if Takashi can walk and be a normal person again, they will say thank you with one good chicken, guinea fowl, and things. They've given them to me and I've brought it to you. When are you looking? BC? Guru? Jet Oni? Guru, hey. Sena, you people you have sent money for the goat and listen, but you are supposed to put. Okay, thank you all very much for having the patience to wait. And I'm going to pour libation and then we will have about an hour program today. In fact, I've been very, very busy, very busy, and I'm so tired. So I need to rest before coming on the program. Otherwise, I would have come here, I would be talking nonsense. So I took a little bit of rest. That's why I'm late. Please just bear that with me. I've been very busy. It nearly knocked me out. But God so good, I am still strong here. So we will have about an hour's program today. Thank you all very much. Oh, ago mauga, mauga sobolisa meduago, mauga kitikata meduago, mauga ese meduago, ese joto ame joto, ese nanu ame, ese te nanu ame, omena fevi, dokuna fevi, omena fevi me bien anu dokuna fevi obena olo, dokuna fevi me bien anu omena fevi obena ose meyo meduago. Meyo sheme ham furasho kose mi furasho pete meduago. Ya Braxas, meus e adre quando eu te adre talvez vi me kuna. Ou ver soto, cá, meio me do ago. E me yo me no Jos dia ainda zo ka kati kazi bo adre. Me ala fa benya go me la pi benya go nturu hono me yora ka. We nya yimba ma jo flo la fa pla yimba ma do arika. We nya fili me mate kulu eteku etega. O me yo akain be jo va kain ngono va kain jo va kain buzu va kain trovo va kain ke va kain. Peripa bi megwa haja dolo akofla ba mendo ju fieto ba instrument do ju mayo minudo mayo mi khogba be wo kakwo pe mio zango en previra que mi khogba selo e me yora ke yo jo pata jo maku afa que me vole mo ji me vole vudo me gbere kokolo kwa to le fa me jo nyo he vero jo nyo me to aya mo ju to anu kwa pe be ni le pe me to ba jo to zo pe duo no te pe ka jo pata be le happy jo fo ba jo ni jo pata o pe fia jo pata Metrona megbeda molo avifagbe eriedina. Jopata neno anyi afibia ai jolo jopata jopata. Anyi atafe me yolo wa meseme gbo jido to togbe de ntapa pelu ti zubolu ajima. Ogboju kulo do jalo lo fem come. Valenti fa famelo valo jona pefu. Ago sapate me yo. Atigali me yo. Kuro budu me raken Allah afia. E me yo amenga sesegeja. Papa sese. C'est trop gagné. Mais donc, à coup. Mais Brahini, mais Bochi, mais Foli, comme on est comme les godes, Clucha, comme on a taboué, couteau, mais farami. Mais Tonya Cossi, beaucoup à Coubier, on y mary à Koso, Kufonyo Gage, Tassinia Amusi, Fusi, Jam Koso, Bracobra, Mamma, Bojuimba, Tabina, Kukufi, Tabina Kubia, and Samama, and Doria, and Bepecuno, couteau, and farami. Mais au point, Celestine, à Kubia, Katrina, Kubia, Foya, Second Foya, Bena, Kubia. Kutoba na fana milo. E me yo mi asron kwa chuchachi fia kwa Cecilia pene kata fe mensa kutoba na fana ni. Ya wo no tuji. Bako tuji. Nana me yo lo kutoba na fana. Yo bako adafli so sofa ho an bobi bako afa cha wa jobe. Muno hono le va kwa hono le gbe an ga tobe manze kutoba na fana. Yo tobe na entre tout le jita tobe Abraham jive no le chama tobe fia to Simon kabi. Abenyi na si agotime. Kutoba na fana ni. E me yo Daniel Evie kwa marela gbaro. Yo Simon Kavi, yo Amanga Koku Anatovi, Ankaima Kutu Manefano, Yame yo Happy Akoso Abaji, Kutu Manefanani. Natape, Mayo Harrison George Ajobu, yo Azuma Komla Agbovi, Kutu Manefanami, yo Trevi Ibrahim, yo Gajavi Kubia, yo Pojimel Bachuja. Ngwateshi mate turu capital boy gonu tibiti kutoba na fana milo me yo abochi sakra kama chwa be adobo kotokoli ronko kunuma kwa ber to be yo ale achu o fran tamani o fifinin kuma bisinkra o kufito jabaku o chotu akufito he kufi atra kable mayomi me yo to we ho bato magba vodo to tora ho ibo bro nya za pasa de kulu hoto ko shi hoto kutoba na fana agbegbunu na fana mi awolo dagbe abochi agbegbo na fana gong yo kologo hoko chicha ya togbe glimdo ya togbe pechuma nyamni me yo adado kuno nyaga yo togbe damali fo hare na mi iti me yo zibizaba ben no gaji gabo bolo jagravo ajodo sa hosa do ndo hondo do fie do gawie ve ho gawie ve yo da no yo le togo dore ma do hore ma to afo ne yo da da ka na vaje anya koli beje la minda agwa ma do kofi jasika powder ozibizaba bodokpo anaha gong agbe asinedi done ba mi wo la ma se sekra gbedidi ya mi bialo gong togbe mama yo mi opete me yo me ke gbla me ke na gojo na sakumono na halo da ingambo da do ta kitipobi na halo gong trevino piti me na nyatape me yo afango majizo ko super to mo le me edakpe afidi me yo pali gbe meji ye kumeji wole meji di meji lo so meji mo le meji abla meji akla meji guda meji sa meji ka meji truko meji tula meji lete meji che meji fu meji wole che tula me yo clever vile ke mo kwata wa do bo mo to ba de ngade apo ene di dagbe lo aklama wo viji cha aklama asore cha aklama awon wa pota na che aklama pe me yo ra ke fo hare na mi opete me yo to we apela posa de so wahara na nyadi bu nyadi ga tabu nyanya be ayam ya petio dagbe jima yo miro asi jima yo miro mama se sempre be di klem gombo yi jima yo miro sia khamene fana mi nolo agbere na gbete pena ni gong lo ma yo amerika kuma yo amase ma yo amerika dare yo amerika bereke be that's the solution amerika kuma yo ko yo mi apeti ya akwe khamene fami no. Thank you all very, very much, everybody. And we have from TikTok, we'll start with TikTok today. We have Big Sister Luna Nicole Blessings. Papa, I have never seen you use smoke before. What is it? Oh, we have, it is, we call it ajo. It's for fumigation, for cleansing. It's also another disease. It's not cigarette or any tobacco. It's herbs that we put into it's herbs that I prepared with frankincense and some other herbs we call ajo, devima, and all these things. Those are the things that we use to sometimes cleanse the spirits and even cleanse ourselves. So I'm using it today. We used it yesterday at our master class. What do you call it? The Kauri master class yesterday. So I was teaching people. So I just feel like using it today. So it is something that last time we were using it here, somebody went and reported us that we are demonstrating smoky tobacco and what do you call it, and alcohol on our program, so they should block us. I mean, just enviness and all this. This is it. It's not tobacco, which is just from herbs and all kind of different herbs that we put together. We use them for fumigation, and fumigation is another way of cleansing yourself or other people, as well as cleansing your spirits. So it's a fumigation. So that's it. I have been using it, but maybe since you joined my program, I have even thought about it so many years ago. Okay, we use them. If you see, when we are doing our rituals, we always use them to cleanse the spirits. When we bring, we brought them out. Yeah. So thank you very much, Big Sister Luna Nicole. This is a fumigation. Yeah. It's another way of bathing if you don't use water. Yeah, you can bath and cleanse your spirits, yourself, and other things. And sometimes some people, it's just fumigation you will do for them, and whatever is chasing them will leave them alone. Thank you very much. And then we have Alex. So this is my ancestors' way of worship, and I'm so proud of it. Oh, thank you very much, Alex. I'm grateful. Then we have Jojo Ruben. He said, Ago. Hello, Jojo. Ago. Thank you very much for joining the section. Let's move on. And then Jojo Ruben, please, I need prayers of favor and prosperity. We have already made prayers to the spirits here, and I believe they will get to you. But if you want to have a special and private and personal prayers, call, make a reading, and we'll tell you what to do to get these favors and prosperity doors opening for you. And then we have a height. Son of the light. Okay, you see, when they put them together like this, me, I'm old school. Son of the light. Thank you very much. He's sending us some flowers, 3 flowers. Thank you, Son of the light. I'm grateful. And then Alex said, if I'm not from the Volta region, where else? Everybody can, wherever you come from, definitely you will be. Spirits have no boundaries, so it does not matter where you come from. But thank you very much. And then Nick T said, please prayer for me. Okay, Nick, thank you very much. Prayers have been said, and I believe and know that they will get to you. And then Dollar Money is a tobe nadeke meke eji yibna mo. Okay, so Dollar Money Bokor chichido onyan wala ona no kanuna. Gake ne bene Africa Magic Temple ne kanuna ya. Then ayomi have a number. A book appointment. Wakanu agbonu yele. Eji yimlo wagbene. Ita normal eji yim now. What I'm simply saying, $32 money is that if things are not going on well for you in your life, try to approach a Bokor, any Bokor that you know that is a good Bokor or an elderly Bokor. Approach them to do a reading for you. But if you feel that it's African Magic Temple should do the reading for you, you can contact us in our number. Our number is in our profile, and then they will do a reading for you and tell you what to do to break those barriers and the things that are closing your doors. Thank you very much. Then we have KK Ginga 1. He said, greetings, Papa. There's Kadi Fisher there. Thank you very much, Kadi. Yesterday we finalized your rituals, and I was trying to send the videos, but I couldn't send all because coming from my phone to what do you call it? No, it's not WhatsApp, because Kadi's WhatsApp has been hacked, so I can't send it directly. I have to go to Messenger. So it's a little bit challenging, but I will try to send them one by one. Yeah, thank you. And then TM Boss, TM 100% Boss is a hi, Father. Hello, TM 100% Boss. Then thank you for coming to the program. You are welcome. And then Nick T said, please, where is your location and your number? Our number will be typed right now on the screen. Our location is on the Spinters Road in Accra, precisely at Bachonya, Boigono. Yeah. Opposite, okay, Boigono. Yeah. Yeah, it's opposite Freddy's Corner. Directly, we are on the main road. Put our number there. Thank you very much, Nick. And then we have Jojo Ruben. Say, Togbi, please, I need prayers for favor and prosperity. Hello, Jojo Ruben. As I said earlier, I have just made prayers, general prayers for all of us, including myself and all of you who are on the program today. However, if you need a different, an individual special prayer for yourself, contact us on our in our profile and on our number in our profile, and then we will discuss what to do and how to go about it. Thank you very much. And then we have Akwesi Brempong. Say, I need help. We all need help. Please, Akwesi Brempong, our numbers are there on the screen. You can call and then book an appointment to discuss what kind of help you need and what it should do for you. Thank you very much. And then our question Brempong again say, where please, what's your location? We have just typed in our location. If it has not come up, yes, it's coming up. So just wait for it. It's coming up. And then Jojo Ruben said, Togbi, please, I need a prayers for favor. As I said earlier, I think maybe you had come a long time and I wasn't here. So thank you, Jojo. Please call our number and we will arrange a discussion and see what we can do. And Agbevivi from African Magic Temple has given you guys that we are on the Spinters Road at Bachonya, Opoigono, opposite Freddy's Corner. Mobile number is +233 262 367578. So you can get to us. And then we have a Pretty on Purpose saying hello. Hello, Pretty on Purpose. Thank you very much. You are very much welcome to the program. And Pretty on Purpose again said, how are you? I am very good, and I hope you are and your loved ones are also very fine. And then Jojo Ruben said, please, the number, it is there now, Jojo, you can find it. And then Alex said, we are on TV3 last year, please. Were you on TV3 last year? Yes, I was on TV3 on Giovanni's program last year. Yeah, that's very true, Alex. Thank you. And then was it TV3 or Radio 3? Actually, it was a Radio 3, but then they put it on their Facebook wall. Yes, it was yeah, on Giovanni's program. I think it's Evening Drive.
Yes, three
3 FM, yeah. It was I was on 3 FM. And then Big Baby said, "Good evening. Please, I want documents." Hello, Big Baby. What kind of documents do you want? I don't have. I'm not. My office doesn't give documents. So whatever you want, please. Our number is there. You can call and then discuss what you want. Then KK Ginga said, "Thank you, Papa. I really appreciate you and my AMT family. Thank you. So do we also appreciate you and your whole family, your sisters, your mother, and your brothers, and everyone. Thank you very much for being part of this family. I'm very grateful to KK Ginga, Kadi Fisher there. And then we are on YouTube and we have Tobe Jibes. I say greetings and good day, Papa. Bokor Enulezo. I hope you are doing well today. Yeah, Tobe Jibes, I'm Enuledo, America, and then Enudo. One person does not salute the other. We both salute each other. I also salute the divinity in you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, we are doing very well. And how are you? Thank you all. Thank you for all the help you are giving me and my family. I am most grateful and always grateful to you. Thank you very much, Tobe Jibeza Sesoka. Okay, I think those are the messages that we have on TikTok and on Facebook and on African ReVodution Voodoo Education. We have Louise Velasquez. If one is a Babalao and wants to incorporate or perhaps change from Ifa to Afa, is that possible? Yes, Louise Velasquez, Ifa and Afa is the same. There is nothing you are going to change. The only thing is that the Ewe people call it Afa, the Yorubas and other people call it Ifa, and Ewes and the Igbos, some people from other parts of the world call it Afa, but the Yorubas call it Ifa. So there is nothing really different to change because the Odu that you get when you are initiated into Ifa is the same Odu that we here in Afa practice or Ewe Afa will still continue on that Odu for you. There's no way to change anything. If you are an Ewe person, then it is a plus for you because we will use our Ewe language to explain it the more to you. But then if you are not an Ewe, then we will have to find a way to explain it to you in the language you understand so that you will be able to understand the difference in the practice. It's not anything that is that much different. It's the same, whether it is Ifa or Afa, it's the same thing because we are also using the same Yoruba words, Bemeji, Yekumeji, Olimeji, in all our teaching because that is coming from Yoruba. So please, there's not so much different to change from Ifa to Afa. The oracle that has fallen for you in initiation is the same oracle that we will use. Thank you very much, Louise Velasquez. Is there more this in there? Because I think I send them to buy something for Semifa. So, come, just put it. Okay, we have a a mystic, mystic witch at the Papa. I can't see the number. Or you can, if you can't see the number, they will pin it. I think you should pin it. It's there. You didn't post it. Is it at the bottom? Huh? You posted first. Okay. Okay. Why this thing is going to worry me? Oh, sir, Afa means divination in Igbo, not the same as Ifa. Okay, in Ewe, Afa also means divination, but then the Ewes took this Afa from Ifa, so that's why we use the Yoruba words Bemeji, Ekumeji, Wolimeji, Dimeji. So if it means different in your language, then I'm sorry, but I thought that the word Ifa is what the Igbos also call Afa, because the Ewes call it Afa, because of course Afa means divination in Ewe as well. Dr. Tochi, thank you very much for that correction. And the mystic which at the passage at Dr. Church is the same belief from Yoruba, Nigeria to Ewe, Ghana. Okay, mystic which at the okay, you people, you can juggle it out. I know that the Ewes adopted it from the, or learnt it from the Yorubas. That's what we do. So the Ifa or Afa is the same thing. There is no, it is not different in Ewe, but if it is in the Igbo language means different thing, then I'm sorry, because I know Ifa came from Nigeria, and the Ewes adopted it and call it Afa. Thank you. And then Ancestral at 00840 say blessed day. Hello, blessed day to you too. Yeah. Let me finish this thing because I'm trying to send money. No comments on ReVodution, Voodoo education yet. Okay. Okay, so we have Agbe Vivi again on this. We are on the Spinters Road at Pachona Okwegono, opposite Freddy's Corner. Mobile phone number is +233 when you are living outside Ghana. But if you are in Ghana, then it is a 0262 367 So that's it. Thank you. And then Dr. Tochi said at Mystic Witch Adipa, Sika no Igbo is a different ethnic group and language from Yoruba. Of course we know. Just like Ewe language is also a different language from Yoruba. Let's go on, let's go on. Okay, Dr. Tochi said the equivalent of the Yoruba Ifa is Odinala for the Igbo. Okay, thank you. And the young by blue is saying to Dr. Tochi, does he practice at Dr. Tochi? Does he practice Odinala? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know the name until today. So there's no way we practice Odinala. We practice Afa. So maybe the Ewe Afa is totally different from the Igbo Afa, but I have had Igbo friends who told me it's the same way they call it in their language. Of course, I don't speak Igbo. Apart from the greetings of Kedu, I don't speak any Igbo. So anyway, I will not know. And then Keke Ginga said, Papa, I really enjoy the testimonials about how Jopata has been really helping people. Oh, thank you very much. It's my small boy who, Patrick, who went to work in Dubai, and he was confronted with this, and he had to prove that he has some energy working with him, and truly it worked. So everybody and every one of you who has Jopata, you are the powerhouses. You're on your own. You can use Jopata at any time, anywhere, whether I am there, whether it's at our shrine or anything. Once you have been initiated into it, you can call upon him anywhere at any time. And that's why Jopata said that I would never turn my face when you need me. I would not abandon you when you need me at any time. That's part of his incantation. I think I don't know whether I have sent it to you. Okay, I sent you the essay incantation. So I'm going to send you the Jopata incantation in English or explanation. I might have done it in the past, but I'll still send it to you that you can understand why it is called Jopata. Thank you very much. Then Okeke Santo Valentino or Valentine. What is the full name? Valentine. I believe your God. Oh, I mean, we don't have belief system here. And then Dr. Tochi said, no, he doesn't. Yeah, we don't know what about Odinala. It's the first time I'm hearing the word, so I don't practice Odinala. Let's go on. Then soul to soul spirituality is a grand rising, Papa. Hello, soul to soul spiritual house. I think the spiritual house, right? Let's see. Now put the cursor there, then you can see the full name. It's a spiritual house center, soul to soul spiritual center. Thank you very much for joining the discussion today. I'm grateful that you joined. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. May the ancestors and the gods of nature continue blessing you and your loved ones. And then we have Eurodoll said, Daddy, where are you? We are in Ghana, in Accra, on the Spinters Road. Our telephone number is in our profile. You can easily find us. And we have also pinned it on today's this is. So when you go through today's comments and questions, you will definitely find our number. Thank you very much. And then Soul to Soul said, I hope you are doing well today, sir. Yes, I am doing very well, and I hope you are too. Thank you very much. And then we have Ancestral at 00840. So how do I send money to you? There is a Momo money, mobile money, yeah, which is Momo. My number, when you contact our number, they will give you a number to send the money, mobile money to. Thank you. And you can also, if you are living in Ghana, you can physically bring money for consultation if that's what you want. And then we have a soul to soul spiritual from Ogun State, Nigeria. Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. You know, I was in is it not Abeokuta? I was in what do they call it? No. I went to school somewhere in Ikorodu, and it is very close to Ogun State. And of course, my junior sister has gotten children with Ogun State man. So, yes, we are brothers. Yes. Thank you very much, Soul to Soul Spiritual Center. And then we have, is that all? And then Ifa is one in all African countries. Okay, thank you very much. That's what I believe, but somebody can dispute it because even in our Ewe people here, some people refuse to accept the fact that Afa came out of Ifa. And they sometimes argue that the Afa that Ewes do has nothing to do with Nigeria. But they have forgotten that when you say Be Meji, Yeku Meji, Wori Meji, Di Meji, the word Meji, that word is a Yoruba word. It's not Ewe word, and it is not an English word, and it is also not an Igbo word. It's Yoruba word for double or two. So in this case, what is your argument? That's why some Ewe people are trying to find a way to escape from the fact that it was coming from, instead of saying Dimeji, they will say Meiji Din in order to make as if it is different. But whichever way you go, the Yoruba word, you cannot escape it. And that alone traces the root of Afa to Ifa. For me, as you see me here, I'm very straightforward. I say it as I see it. And I cannot say because I am an Ewe, if I know that the thing is coming from the Kabeye people, I will say that the origin is Ewe. No. If it is not, I will say it is not. But people who have their own way to try to protect their culture and their ethnic group to say that we are the original of that, it is up to them. It's not my problem. I am practicing Afa, but I know that Afa came from Ifa. And Ifa is very, aligned with Yoruba culture. So thank you. Thank you very much for that soul to soul spiritual center. I'm grateful. No, it's going off and on. The screen is going off and on. And then we have a mystic which Adipaise Papa is the same. Thank you, my brother. I'm grateful. Thank you. Is that a mystic Adipa? Is he a man or woman? Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. And then we have engineer Graham KG Wilberforce says, greetings, Papa, and all AMT. Thank you very much, Kojo. How are you? Thank you for joining the section. I hope all is going on well with you. You can let's chat after program. Yeah, I want to know what's going on in your life. Thank you very much, Kojo. And then we have Elizabeth Danto. Can you explain what a spiritual husband is? I had almost always said it on my program here that there is nothing that I know about spiritual wife or spiritual husband, so I cannot explain it because it does not exist in my spiritual practice. It only exists in Christianity. There is nothing called spiritual husband or spiritual wife. I'm sorry. And then we have Elizabeth Danto again said, and how to know if he is calling you? I don't know. There is nothing in my understanding as a spiritual wife or a spiritual husband. It is creation of Christians and Christianity. It is not done, it is not in the spiritual practice that I practice over the years that somebody is your spiritual husband, somebody is your spiritual wife. I only came across this word in Christianity. And sometimes there are certain things that happen in our lives we cannot explain because we don't know. And people try to give you a lead way by deceiving you. When you are having challenges in getting a husband in your life or having challenges to get a wife, the first and foremost thing I would advise you to do is to do a reading to find out what is going on. Sometimes it is your own destiny, Jogbese, who is preventing you from getting a partner. And how should your own destiny prevent you? Because we have negative destiny and we have positive destiny. Both of the positive and the negative, both of these parts of the destiny are in you or came into this world with you. If the positive is paramount in your life, things will go on well. But if the negative is paramount in your life, things have challenges or you have challenges in life. So you need to do a reading to find out what is it. But there is nothing like your spiritual husband or spiritual wife calling you. I have not had that in my spiritual practices so far. It's only I had this in Christianity. So I will not know whether there's any spiritual husband calling you or not calling you. I'm sorry, but that's what I know. What I don't know, I don't teach. And then TM boss 100% he said hi. I think whether this had come earlier or not, I don't know. But hello, TM 100% boss. We are grateful that you are here. And then we have a Soul to Soul Spiritual Center, I say Osa Meji, which we call Sameji. We also call it in Ewe Sameji. The Yoruba will say Osa Meji, but the Ewes will say Sa Meji. We remove the O and we call it Sa Meji. Thank you. Sa Meji was Tokuli do Tokuli Kule. Echieja pala besende do. Yeah, Kekoyaga Japole, Adule Dome. Yeah, Sameji. Yeah. So thank you very much, Soul to Soul Spiritual Center. I'm grateful for this. And Soul to Soul Spiritual Center, we have 60 Odu in what will remove 252 Odu. Yes, that is very true. But in the Ewe Afa, we have 17 Odus because the major Odus are 16, but the last one become Oshe Otura or Che Tula, as the Ewes may call it. The Yorubas will say Oshe Otura. I don't know how that came about, but we have so many stories about how the Che Tula or Oshe Otura became the one of the disease. So in Ewe Afa, we have 17 Odus as major Odus, even though one of them is not a Meiji, but is included in the 7, is included in all the major Odus. And then Selam Bai said, please, I need your number, please. Selam, our number is up there. They are going to post it again, and you can have it. And if you want to communicate with us, you can. Thank you very much. And then we have Soul to Soul Spiritual Center saying at Selam Bai. Okay, thank you very much for that one. Thank you very much, Soul to Soul Spiritual Center. And Storm at Soul to Soul Spiritual Center. Okay, thank you. Then Theophilus 6 is a good evening, sir. Hello, good evening. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the this. Click on the picture. Let's see who is that Theophilus. Okay. Thank you very much, Theophilus, for joining today's classes. And then Vivi again reposted our number on the screen for you to be able to see those who are asking for our number. Thank you very much. And then we are on Africa Magic Temple on Facebook, and we have Evans Pires. He said, Hola, boa tarde. I think this is in Spanish, which is hola, it means hello. Boa tarde, that's what I cannot understand. It's a Portuguese. Okay, it's originally Portuguese, maybe Brazil. Thank you very much, Evans Pires. Thank you for joining today's section. Hope you are good and you and your loved ones are good. And then our big sister Ifadara said, grand blessing, Papa, Christopher and family. Thank you very much, big sister Ifadara. I hope you are fine. And how are your children and grandchildren? In regards to all of them, I hope you are all fine. Thank you very much for making time to join today's section. I'm grateful. Okay, I think okay, we have on ReVodution Voodoo Education on Facebook, and we have a Goshen Bolaji say, can I visit you? Yes, of course, Bolaji, anytime, anytime. You can always visit me. Thank you very much. We are grateful. Efia AD369 sent us a rose, a love emoji. We are very grateful. Thank you very much, Efia. I'm grateful. And then we have Manning May. Please, I want to visit you to your number. Our number is just above Efia's comment. So please, you can we can keep posting it, so no problem. Yeah. Today I'm not going to be here for long, so please, if you have your questions, send, because I have only about 15 minutes more to be here. So please, if you have any question, please send it to me so that I can answer them before leaving today's section. Okay, big sister Ifadara say we are doing well. We thank God and thank the ancestor. We thank Ifa for all that they are doing in our life. We are grateful. Thank you very much. I wish you very well. I wish you a very successful week, the coming week, coming working week. Yeah, the week is already here. Yeah. We have Maruf Bukari say good evening. Hello, Maruf. Good evening. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. I hope you are fine and your loved ones are all doing well this Sunday. And then Manik May said, please, I want to know how creation started, because Christians and Muslims had their story. In my language, we don't have any story of how creation started. I honestly, people may have, and I think maybe there is some story in Ifa and also in Voodoo, but everybody talks about creation according to their understanding and their location. In our culture, the whole world was not where everybody lived. So the area that you live, or where your ancestors live, is the area that you can talk about. Just like in the Bible, when they say the whole world was flooded, it wasn't. It was only the area where Noah and his children were. That was flooded. I don't believe that our area in Ghana here was included, or every area where we come back. In their story, they talk about the whole world, and to them, that's the world they knew, and that's what they wrote about. So when people say they want to have one story, we are all not the same. The white people are different from the black people, and the black people are different from the Asians. So how are we going to have a creation that was based on just one person being born and this? So each area has their own story. So there is no, I don't know any story. I have read some in Ewe, but I don't take everything that I read just because somebody wrote it. I use my own brains to judge, because I remember that my old man, who was my uncle and also my teacher in this spiritual path, had always said that in the whole world, the first people that ever came to the Ewes were the Germans. That means the whole world. How does he know the whole world? But he is calling the whole world mean the area that they lived at. The Germans were the first white people they have seen. Meanwhile, the Germans had been in other parts of the world, and they had been in their own country, and they had been in other parts of Africa. So for him, their whole world is the area they came from. So the story of how Christians and Muslims say that is there. If you are Christian, you can believe in that. If you are Muslim, you can believe in that story. But we as traditionalists who talk about African traditional spirituality, we know that nature is God and God is nature. So how is God going to create a human being and put them only in some place? Thank you very much for that question, Manigme. And then Efia AD 369 is it bad to dream wearing a pure white dress? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether it is bad to dream of wearing a pure white dress. What I will advise you is do a reading, because I'm not here to do dream translations, or is it translation called interpretation? Dream interpretation. I don't know every dream, because in my culture there are certain dreams that have some meaning, but in other cultures the same dream may have different meaning. So I am not here to talk about dreams or interpret dreams, but I will advise that you do a reading on that particular dream to find out what really had occurred when you were sleeping, when your soul, your inner self was going around. Thank you very much, Efia AD 369. I'm grateful. And then Maning may say, that's great to hear. I would want to move the music sound, that's great. I would want to hear about ours. Okay, please, you should keep looking around. People who know these stories, they may tell you. I don't know so much. Yeah, thank you. And then we have a Gifty Hair Center sending us a salute. I'm very grateful for that, Gifty. Hope you and your children are fine. And then Maruf Abubakar said, please, the Gombes Asantes, who is the strongest people in Ghana? I'm very sorry, I don't know. I did not test their powers, so I cannot know who is the strongest. It does not even occur in my mind, because I am not interested who is the strongest. I am only interested in what I teach and what I know. Whether the Gombes are stronger than Asantis, I cannot tell, because I'm not a man who judge who is stronger and who is not stronger. I look for knowledge and understanding, and I learn from everybody. If someone has something to teach me, I will learn. Whether you are strong or you're not strong, what you are teaching, if it's relevant to my life, I learn it. So I'm not sure, Maruf. I don't know whether the Gombes or the Ashantis, who are the strongest. It's not even okay in my head. I've never even thought about it before, so I don't know. Then Manik may say, so how do I know myself? By getting yourself into spirituality, you will know yourself. And then we have a Queen Kalua Hair said, new here. What so you do? Queen Kalua Hair. We are talking about Ewe traditional spirituality or Voodoo, and also about Afa and Ifa. That's what we are discussing here. Thank you very much for joining the section. There's nothing there. I think we have Big Sister Ifadara saying, thank you. I thank you. I thank you to Big Sister Ifa Dara. And then I think that is on African Magic Temple. And then we are ReVodution Voodoo Education. Okay, go back to, I think Kalua here wanted to ask some question under there. He said, okay, Gifty Hair Center still is sending that salute to us, and then Kalua Hair is who said it new here, and then it's a Do Queen Kalua. Okay, is that how Queen Queen Kalua here? Okay. Thank you very much for the correction. Yeah, me, when they put the word together, it's very difficult for me. I'm not a modern person, so I cannot read it. Thank you. Yeah. And then Bonnie Fant, Bonenfa, Bon Enfant Daya. Born and Fan means a great child. Born and Fan Daya is saying that, please, is it dangerous when you help yourself from different shrine? No, there's nothing dangerous if where you are going, the people are doing the right thing and teaching you the right thing. I personally have gone through many shrines, learning from them before you see me sitting here. There's nothing wrong learning from different teachers. It's only people who wants to control you and don't want you to go anywhere are the ones who probably will be telling you that if you are learning from me, don't learn from anybody. But of course, if you are learning from anyone after wherever you are learning from, make sure what they are teaching you is the right thing and they are not deceiving you and giving you bad information that will affect your life. So there's nothing wrong going from one shrine to another shrine to learn, if only what you are learning is beneficial to you. Yeah. Because one person cannot have it all. There is a saying in Ewe that a tree that is there, people use it for curing or healing illness. Some people are using the herbs. Some are using the bark of the tree. And some are tapping or taking the roots. It's the same tree, but the person who is using the leaves, that's the knowledge that he has of the leaves. And the people using the bark of the, when I say bark, I'm talking about B-A-R-K, the bark of the tree, that's what the knowledge they have. And those who are using the root, they also, that's the knowledge they have. But if you can learn about the person you can learn from the person using the root, and also learn from the person using the bark, and learn from the person using the leaves, then you have a total knowledge of that particular tree. That you can use the leaves, you can use the bark, and you can use the root. So there's nothing wrong in learning from different teachers or different shrines, if only what they are teaching you is useful. Then that's what it is. And the young culture is, I want to know more about what you do. We teach about spirituality, African spirituality, especially Ewe Vodu and Ewe Afa. Thank you. And then we have Queen Kalua here. Is Voodoo dangerous? Yes and no. Voodoo is dangerous and it's not dangerous. It depends on what you are doing and who is teaching you. Then Bonifa Daya say, okay, thank you. And thanks. And okay, thank you to Bonifa. Thank you very much. And then I think that's what we have today. I will be closing the program in the next 5 minutes. So thank you all very much for joining today's section. I am most grateful. Even though I came very late, it's because I was so tired. I've been very busy and my body needs rest. So that's why I couldn't come earlier. But I pray and hope that next week we will start early, because next Sunday we have a ritual to be done for a client of ours, and it's a Sunday ritual, so we will close early and also, but we will start early, God willing. Maybe this week, if I'm not too tired, it will be wonderful. Thank you all very much for being with me for this short time. I pray that the coming week will be a very beautiful week for you. I have my nephew here, I would say Francis Adaji, said, why don't we have Voodoo primary and secondary school just like how we have Catholic schools? Yes, Francis Adaji, the point is that Voodoo is not a religion. Voodoo is not a religion like how Christianity and Islam are, or Buddhism or Hinduism are. Voodoo is not a religion, and there is nothing like you are going to say, this is the founder of Voodoo, so we have to be worshiping this particular person. And then Voodoo is a spiritual practice. And in spirituality, people are not forced to do things. You come when it is your time to learn. So the people who practice Voodoo do not have a classes, or they don't have a school like normal schools. But however, people who are interested in this practice approach the masters and teachers and learn from them directly. And it's not a religion, so it cannot be forced on people. People should come closer to it. But then, of course, there may be some communities which are already existing, and maybe some communities in the future who would like to try to regularize Voodoo by putting it together so that children from that community will go and learn from the teachers. So maybe this is a reason, but Catholicism and other Christian churches are religious organizations, and they are not spiritual organizations. And somehow they have a way to group people and make a business out of them. Voodoo doesn't do that. So, but then nobody knows who knows tomorrow, when people become more aware of themselves and want to have a community where they can teach their values to their children. But now we are actually teaching people who are willing to learn. That's it. We teach on one-on-one basis. And also, of course, this program is one of the ways of teaching people about their own culture. Thank you very much for that very beautiful question, Kosi. I'm grateful. And then we have Tunichi. It's a good evening. Hello, Tunichi. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section today. And then we have Big Sister Luna Nicole at Francis Adaji. So many of us would have appreciated that. Yes, it is very true that people would have appreciated it. But Voodoo had always had students learning. And I don't know whether any of you have had this, have heard about this word, trokosi, trokosi, trokosi. In the past, people send their children into the shrine to serve at the shrine and to learn about the ways of the Voodoo that is in that shrine and our culture. But with Christianity and these NGOs, it became evil that when these gatherings of people who are in these shrines are learning the Voodoo, they said it is a slavery, and they came in different ways to disturb, and wrote so many articles, because most of the people who were doing this thing actually were our own people who wanted to get money from Europeans or foreigners. So they come and create a story that these people have been put under slavery, so we want to take them out of slavery and all kind of things. So Voodoo is something you, if you have wrong or you have done something wrong, we are not waiting for you to go to heaven before God will punish you. This community will make sure what you did, you atone for it in a way. The belief of heaven and hell is not in Voodoo. So when you live in a community, that's where you are physically, and that's where you did the bad thing physically. That is where you have to be punished at. Not that you did wrong thing and then you wait and one day you die and then God punishes you. No, you'll be punished at the place you committed the offense. So that is our system. And Christians came after the shrines who had these people who were actually atoning for their disease. Sometimes people send their daughters in order or send their sons to go into these places to atone for the family wrongdoings. But then it has been looked upon as evil and in the eyes of the Christians and the Europeans. And there were so many things that were happening. That's why when I had people coming from Europe that they were coming to, no, from America, there's a lady, particular woman who is in a wheelchair, but she goes around getting information about shrines. And when she gets that information, she goes back to America and then twist the whole story to make it look as if every child in the village is a slave, because that's how she makes her money. But a lot of people are always looking for a chance to attack traditional people. So when they sent me a message that she was going to come to interview me, I told her I don't want her, because I don't want her to come into my house, see my children who are playing, and tomorrow will come and then write an article that my own children were slaves at a shrine. There are people who are born to be like this, and they think that being a Christian makes them more superhuman being. But then, if the Christian God is so powerful, why are we suffering? Anyway, that's not our topic for today. So thank you, everybody there. Then Big Sister Luna Nicole said, we would like to have the opportunity to learn. Of course, we are learning from here, and those who want to learn, it's always one-on-one. We have a sister who came all the way from Europe and is with us learning. She's not gone. We have another sister who came all the way from Uganda, and she is learning. She left yesterday. Left the day before yesterday. So all these things are there. People, if you want to learn Voodoo, you have to learn it from a teacher who knows it one-on-one. Then you don't have a problem. But to set up school and to be, no, I don't think it's the time yet. It may happen in the future if people begin to know themselves very well. And then Boniface Daya say, Father, please, do you work every day? Yes, we work every day. Thank you very much. And then Mo Adams said, good evening, sir. Hello, Mo Adams. Good evening to you. How are you? And how are your loved ones? Thank you for joining today's section. And then Queen Kalua here said, what is something you can share with us now for positive Voodoo? There's nothing I can share with you. Everything that I have been teaching for years is already on my program. If you want to learn more about it, they are all on the programs. We have been doing this program almost 8 years to 10 years now. So you will find something that you want to hear. They are all there. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you all very much for being part of today's section. And Queen Kalua here is a thank you, and thank you too for the questions. I'm going to pour libation, and then will leave you today. Deus Carista Este say, have a great rest. Thank you very much, Deus. I'm grateful that you finally asked a question. Thank you. Oh, Tagwe bete menduago, mama menduago. Voodoo bete pour club menduago. Miaoye dite fe nu poto, miaoye kele menu poto, sa nu poto, fifiti menu poto. Miaoye audi da fa mechi ava fa gle pe vio ada fe. Jaga ba bodo vi me ku achi bodo bus ma la. Obeto me yo miao keke. Na te fe aboshi sakraka me cho ava be adogo ko to koliro ko kunmaku. E wa gbero na gbero to be you are ale acho o franta mani o fifinin kuma bisinkra o kofi to jabaku o chotua kofi o chohe kofi atra kable me yo mi abetelo menaha malapeda esenye popolipo mendakpe to be glimdo mendakpelo mi Voodoo petit programme yo afana go no afa bo ma so purpose purpose to so le ma enda pa bi ma yo pali gbe meji eku meji wole meji di meji lo so meji moni meji abla meji akla meji guda meji sa meji ka meji trupe meji tula meji lete meji che meji fu meji poli che tula me yo klebo bi de ko fu atoba do wa ma toba de nya de ma po ide di nya ta fe me yo petit eva mi ave program plan me yo metan va ore o mi do gbera do ta la ma sesen plan bi di may the doors open for them and the things that everybody is looking for may they find them. And then may this coming week be a blessed week for all of you. And that fellow. Okay, so we are done for today, and the Mike, okay, Big Sister Luna Nichols, have a blessed week, Papa and AMT family. Thank you very much, Big Sister Luna. We are very grateful. And then Mike Berners is a good evening. I just came here. Please, what are you teaching about? Mike Berners, we were teaching about Ewe Vodu and Afa and spirituality in general. That's what we were teaching. But we just closed the section. But you can go on Facebook, YouTube, and you will see the recording that is there. You can also learn something from it. And if you want to join us again next week, you'll be able to find some questions to ask us, and we'll be here to answer. And then Engineer Graham KG will be for say Ache. Thank you very much. And again, Engineer Graham KG will be for said Ache. Ache na mesiame. Ache is also the same like Amen or let it come through. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Please come and put this one off here.